Very excited to be here this morning. TeamStrub Day 15. We are in Memphis, Tennessee, and we are at Big Brothers Big Sisters Memphis. And I am here with two lovely ladies. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Adrienne Bailey, President and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Mid-South, Inc.
Okay.
And I'm Susan George. I'm the VP of Program for Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Mid-South.
Okay, and thank you guys for joining us this morning. And why don't you guys tell us a little bit about Big Brothers Big Sisters and maybe give us an idea of how long you've been with the organization, which I think is just fantastic.
Even though the organization is over 100 years, I have not been here over 100 years. I've only been here for 20 years. And changing young people's lives. That's what we do. Through the help of a wonderful team of volunteers who give that special gift, and that's the gift of time. Gift of time and caring. And it's the consistency and the duration of these friendships that is what makes it special. Mentoring in some people's minds is it goes from doing a one-hit project once a year all the way to what we call the deluxe, which is that engagement that lasts a year long and is consistent throughout that 12-month period. And at that time, at the end of that 12 months, that's when it's determined, shall we continue for another 12 months? We operate two programs here, our community-based program, and that's that platform that I just spoke of, and our school-based program, our site-based, where the volunteers go in for 1 hour once a week to mentor a child. They're paired one-to-one. One-to-one mentoring has been documented as being the strongest form of mentoring that is most effective in helping to mold and shape that positive image that that child needs and reinforcement. So that's kind of what we do, and I have been very fortunate to work with an outstanding team of caring case managers and my very capable senior staff in helping to document, track, measure, monitor all of these matches. And that's a big job. I mean, it's one thing to say, oh, we changed lives, but when you have put the rubber to the road and have the documentation where we were able to get this child at this point, and through the duration of this match, this is how this young person's life has changed for the better forever.
Wow. And Susan, you've been here how long?
I've been here for 18 years.
18 years.
We have a very unusual situation, a great setup here. We have quite a few staff that have been here for 7 or more years. Our senior staff, 20 years, Yolanda Webb, 18 years, Kimberly Davis, 20 years, Miss Bailey, 18 years, myself, and then James Russell, 10 years, and Chris May, 7 years. And then we have some newbies that are making great contributions to the agency.
Our job is huge. Memphis has a tremendous number of single-parent households, and that's the population that we serve. Many children being brought up by their single-parent mom, grandmother, many great-grandmothers that have custodial care of young children. Now, I'm not a teenager, as you can see, but the thought of really raising like 6 and 8-year-olds is daunting. I mean, to even a original parent, and then when you're a great-grandmother and have that responsibility, you do need that additional support of someone that can really connect with that child, that can bring them up, keep them in pace with the times and challenges that they may face. So we play an important role in connecting people, because one thing that doesn't come natural in many, many ways is, how would I meet you?
Well,
See there? It's because of this network and because of this agency, we bring people to us and we connect these people. And sometimes it may be someone that thinks that they don't have anything in common at all, but find out that they have so much in common. So many values that are strong, and so many beliefs that are strong, and so many goals that are strong that they want to meet not only for themselves but for that young person.
And this is what I love about the Big Brothers Big Sisters network in general, and every organization, is that one individual watching this video or looking at a picture online can make a difference. You know, I talked with Susan this morning about volunteer opportunities at different organizations, and sometimes it's, oh, do I go in a group? When can I go? What do I do? No. Here it's very well defined. You know, you match, you have a child who's really your responsibility, and you help foster their growth. And so anyone watching this, you know, in any of the 50 states really can see and be inspired by what's taking place here in Memphis with hundreds of kids, and really be able to make a difference with what's going on. So let's talk about how a volunteer can get involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters. What is the process to get them in, and what is the sort of commitment that is involved with becoming a big brother or big sister?
Anyone that is interested and have time that they want to donate to a child can be a part of our program. But what we ask is, if you're 18 years or older, and if you have a valid driver's license and a desire to help a kid, you call our office and we'll get you started with the process. It's a 3-step process. The first step is an orientation, and that's where we talk about all of the expectations. Expectations from us, the expectations we have for you, and then if those things are okay with you, we will move forward to the next step, which is an interview. The interview is where we get a snapshot of who you are, the things that you like, and what child you would be compatible with. Once we've gotten that information, we have our case managers that get together and discuss who would be the best match for you as a volunteer. Once we've made that decision, then we move forward to the third step, which is making that match meeting. That's where you are introduced to your child and the parent, and you talk about, you know, what the expectations are again, and you sign off on a contract to say, I will do this for 1 year, and you're expected to be there for the child when they need them the most.
And this is an exhaustive process. I mean, we talked about how everyone sits in, and it must be the most fulfilling part of the job, is really putting together these people who want to help, and these children whose lives you'll help change by getting them together. Would you say that that's really your favorite part of the job, is matching and that process?
Yeah, we call it magic. Actually seeing the volunteer or mentor meet their child is a magical moment, and seeing that process happen with the case manager sitting in on them with the discussion, it's a magical moment. So when they come in and they meet their big brother or the big sister, and the parent meet the big brother or the big sister, and they start this journey of getting involved with each other, and it's a great thing to see.
Well, ladies, it's been wonderful this morning. Thank you so much for taking the time. Let's remind everyone where they can learn more about Big Brothers Big Sisters, whether it's here in Memphis or just in general. Big Brothers, you plug your website?
Yeah, absolutely. It is www.msmentor.org. Again, that's www.msmentor.org. And our telephone number, if you want to call because you want to be a big, and I know that you do, is 901-323-5440.
Well, thank you guys so much. This is such a tremendous organization that does so much good in the community, and